want me to write it on the wall? Because you sure don't seem to be hearing me.
We hear you, Buck, but what we're hearing doesn't make any sense. We're talking about a lot of money here. And Stacy would have said something to you about it.
And if, like she told this lawyer she planned to cut you out of her will, you'd think she'd have told you that, too. Maybe during one of those battles we saw you two having.
You'll have to excuse me. I guess I'm a little slow. What with Stacy dying and not sleeping at all. She think I killed her, don't she?
Relax, Buck. Look, we know you, but we're cops. Cops can't ignore evidence.
There can't be evidence I killed Stacy because I didn't. How can you even think I'd hurt her? I loved her, man. You know that.
The problem is, Buck, it didn't look that way. I mean, half the town saw you two having troubles.
I'm gonna say this one last time. I don't know anything about anything. But I do know that the woman I love is dead. And that's about all I can handle right now.
No, hold on, Buck. Just one more question.
Oh, man.
If things were going as well between you and Stacy as you say they were, how come no one else knew it?
Because we decided to do it that way. Keep everyone out till we work things out.
Even Angela? I mean, those two told each other everything.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't have a chance to talk to Angie. Bring her up to date. I don't know.
Hey, Angie, it's Stacy there. Come on, you newlywed, pick up.
Well, aren't you?
The weirdest thing just happened. Doorbell rang. I go to answer it. There's nobody. But I look down, and there's this package from Buck. You're not going to believe what it is. You want to guess? Okay, I'll tell you. It's perfumed body powder. I tell you, that man is relentless.
You see our problem here, Buck? Here we have a little conversation with Stacy, chatting with Angie, her best friend, and not once does she mention a reconciliation. But what she seems to be saying is that you're lying.
Special date. That's why she thought I sent her the powder. But I'm not the one who's been sending Stacy little surprises.
What are you talking about?
Curtis Alden, that's what I'm talking about. And his diamond bracelets, his giant photographs. He's the one you should be talking to, not me.
Oh, we're gonna talk to him, Buck.
Excuse me, Chief. Frank Hubbard's on the phone. Something about your wife waiting for Mr. Houston across the street.
Yeah, tell him I'll talk to him. Okay. I guess that's about it for today. You guys, take him through, will you, Alex?
All right.
Oh, you just took me through it.
Talking about don't take any sudden trips. Stay close. Sorry, Buck. We're just doing our
Doing your
job.
job. Yeah, I know.
I've been looking at this for the last hour. I don't get it. Why would the murderer put this in a box of powder he was sending to Stacy?
Well, I don't think we can assume that he did it intentionally.
It's a part of a photograph, Alex. It's not your usual packing material.
All right, let's say he did do it intentionally. Why would a murderer want to leave a clue?
I don't know, maybe just to throw us off. I mean, all the evidence we have points to Buck.
I don't care what evidence we have. Buck didn't do it.
Well, what about Tess?
No, she fits the M.O. Motive, sort of, but I don't believe she did it either. No, my money is on the man who likes to take pictures. Curtis Alden.
It had to.
We're cops, Alex. We gotta stick to the facts.
All right, fact number one. Curtis has been acting pretty squarely lately. Fact number two, the minute he gets out of Dunellen, we've got a dead body on our hands. Fact number three, that dead body turns out to be Stacy Forbes, the very woman he's totally obsessed with.
Obsessed? That's your word for the day? Pretty harsh, Alex.
Well, you have a man who takes a picture of a woman and blows it up to a poster. What would you call that? Mild infatuation?
I'd call it circumstantial.
Oh, Charles, please.
Come on, Alex. The guy can build a shrine to Stacy out of matchbook covers if he wants. I still can't issue a warrant.
Well, I still don't believe it's Buck, and frankly, I don't believe you do either.
Hold on, Alex. Are you talking to Charles, your buddy, or Charles the chief?
I'm talking to Charles, my buddy.
Your buddy tends to agree with you.
And the chief?
The chief thinks the rules are about to snap, and I can't bend them any further. We got hard evidence on him, Alex. If he's anybody else, I'd issued a warrant 2 days ago.
Oh, Charles, listen to
The guy's
yourself.
a flight risk.
He's not a flight risk. He's not going to go anywhere.
No? Well, you better hope not. Because if you're wrong, I'll be out of a job before I even get started.
I say we put Buckaroo on the back burner and we start concentrating on Curtis. I say we lean on him.
I'm serious about this, Alex. This is my first big job as police chief, which means I'll be under the spotlight, which means I gotta do everything by the book. In other words, don't lean too hard on Curtis.
What do you mean too hard?
Everything by the book, Alex. You hear me?
I hear you.
I gotta make a phone call.
Doesn't mean I'm listening.
Let's just...
Where do you think you're going?
I'm gonna go talk to Curtis.
Yeah, well, you might want to check this out first.
69 Northbrook Road. What is it?
Rodeo bar. Somebody just tried to break in there.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, kind of a strange coincidence, don't you think? Considering the mess Buck's in.
Yeah, real strange. Did you send to black and white?
I think you better go.
I'm on it.
I didn't...
Rio. Oh, fuck.
Not my week, huh? Told him the damn thing was too sensitive. Last week the alarm went off 3 times. Here, I think it's the pigeons on the roof or something. Well, you can go. I'm sure nothing's missing. What's the matter? Alex, what is it?
You have the right to remain silent, Buck. Anything you say
Come on,
will
you can't be
and
serious.
against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford
Alex,
one,
come on, man. This isn't funny. Will you stop this?
it's not funny at all. You're under arrest, Buck, for the murder of Stacy Forbes.
Let me give you a hand over there.
Okay, Bennett. Thanks.
Alex.
Look, Buck, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but I'm
Well, then
gonna...
don't do it, man. Don't put me in
You
jail.
leave me no choice.
Alex, I swear, man, I have no idea where that plane ticket came from.
Then what did he do? Just crawl into your cash register?
Somebody put it in there, but it wasn't me. I'm not going to Rio, man. I'm not going anywhere. Stacy was killed. Okay, you think I'm gonna go off on some trip?
Buck, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Come on, turn around. I'm sorry, man. There's nothing else I can do.
Let me get this straight.
Just to know I have a pal.
Buck, this isn't personal. I'm just doing my
I
job.
was arresting innocent people, part of your job.
What's going on here?
Frame up, that's what's going on.
Just take it easy, Buck. Alex?
Found this and that in his cash register.
Plan to fly to Rio, huh?
I wasn't flying anywhere.
Gonna live in style, too.
Look, I don't know where that money came from, and I didn't buy that ticket. Charles, why won't you... Why won't you believe me, Charles?
I did believe you. We got a ton of evidence on you, Buck. I let you go. Straight to the airport, it seems.
Man, I didn't go to any airport, I swear.
Come on, let's go in here. Let me take these cuffs off.
And this again.
Look, Buck, all we're trying to do is get to the truth here, that's all.
That's all I want to do, too.
All right, then why don't you start by explaining to me exactly how that money got into your cash register.
I told you, I was set up.
Got any idea who might have done that?
Oh, come on, Charles. You saw how Curtis was acting yesterday.
You got any proof? He set you up.
What more proof do you need? The guy's out of his skull.
You didn't sound any too sane yourself yesterday, Buck.
He accused me of murder.
You accused him of murder?
Yeah, because he killed
Buck,
Stacy.
we need your help here. Now, if you got any proof, we can work with it. Otherwise,
You know what? You know, it's all right, man. Just go ahead and lock me up.
Oh, come on, Buck. Nobody wants to lock you up.
You're giving a good invitation.
Listen here, Buck.
Look, I must say this one last time. I was at the agency. I heard about the alarm going off at the rodeo bar, so I raced over there. The first I saw of any plane ticket was when you showed it to me.
we only have your word for that, Buck.
Come on, Charles. If I was gonna fly down to Rio, don't you think I'd have been there by now?
What's going on, man? I was over at the bar and the cops said, what is going on?
Glad to see you.
You all want to tell me what is going on here?
Looks to me like my pals here arrested me for murder.
Just take it easy, Buck.
Okay, you want to ask questions? Ask him some questions.
Such as?
Did you leave here with me last night?
Yes, I did.
And where did we go?
We went to the bar.
And were you with me this morning?
Yes, I
Why don't you
was.
take over this investigation, Buck?
Since I found out I was being railroaded into a murder rap. Now, Jacob was with me from the second I left here till I went to check on that alarm.
That's the truth.
Can I go now?
No can do.
What more do you need, Charles?
I need corroboration.
What, you think he's lying now?
Anything's possible. That's the first thing we learn in cop school.
Well, maybe you better go back to cop school.
Put a lid on it. All right, Jacob. When's the last time you saw Buck?
Like he told you, at the agency when his beeper went off.
And he never left your sight since he left here?
What are you guys, berserk? He did not kill Stacy. It's a setup.
What makes you so sure?
It reeks, dude. I mean, it's so obvious. You should know that, detective, at least by now.
One thing has nothing to do with the... We have you on motive. We have evidence that you tried to leave town. I hate to do this, man. I really do. But I gotta arrest you on suspicion of murder.
Charles,
What are you doing here?
what are you saying?
Calm
Will
down.
you please explain to me what's going on?
This is a police matter. I can't discuss it
Well,
right now.
a police matter. Throwing a friend in jail? The man Stacy loved?
Angela,
I'd call that a very personal matter, Charles.
honey, we'll discuss this some other
No,
time.
I am not leaving, Charles.
Right, Charles. Jacob, why don't you just stay out? Take care of it.
You people lost your mind. The man is innocent. What are you gonna
Since when did you become judge and jury?
Since you people have lost your mind. Arresting innocent people.
This guy in jail.
You have really lost your mind, haven't you? What are you gonna put me in jail for? You guys are like chasing.
Suddenly, I'm not very hungry.
Oh, really?
Maybe we should just go home. No, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Well, funerals always make me so sad.
Honey, listen.
Anyway,
You don't really have to eat, but at a time like this, it's good to be around friends.
it was a lovely service.
You know, the things that you were saying was really sweet.
That's too bad Buck couldn't be there.
Yes, isn't it?
Honey, I told you. The guy's a flight risk.
You could have let him attend, under guard.
If I could have, then I would have. Ever since Graham's indictment, the whole department's been under a microscope. I gotta go by the book.
Buck didn't murder Stacy. I'd bet my life on it.
Oh, if I were you, I wouldn't stake my life on Buck Houston. You're sure to lose it.
Who made you the criminal expert?
I know what I say. And if I may say so, I think your husband and Detective Masters should be commended for putting Buck behind bars so quickly.
Thank you, Curtis, for sharing that with us.
Don't mention it. Bon appetit.
Wipe that stupid grin right off Curtis's face. Who does he think he is? Congratulating you on arresting Buck Houston.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to get him in the squeal room for about 5 minutes, and I think I can get a confession out of him.
You watch your step with him, you hear me?
Why are you so anxious to protect him?
I'm trying to protect the integrity of this case. If Curtis is the murderer, we'll find out soon enough.
In the meantime, he walks around like he owns the place. And Buck is sitting in a jail cell. Excuse me, please.
Angela,
I'll go after him.
Sorry, man.
It's not your fault. Stacy was her best friend. The whole thing's just a shock.
Hey, Charles, guess what? Buck is not the murderer.
Hey, let's not even go there, Alex.
I'm serious, man. He did not kill her. My gut tells me that man right over there at that table is the one who did it.
I'm telling you, Alex, I can't go on gut feelings. Yours, mine, or anyone else's. If the DA says that the evidence they got at the bar is enough to arrest Buck, that's it.
You're really beginning to scare me, you know that? You're beginning to act like a police chief.
Yeah, I know. Still friends?
I'm thinking about it.
Look, Alex, no matter what, you've got to go by the book with Curtis Alden. If you think he did it, you gotta prove it.
I think I may just do that.
I really hate your guts. I really hate your guts. I hope you rot now.
Everyone is watching. It's only making everything look worse for you.
I did not kill Stacy. I am not crazy. And I am not going back to Dunham. Do you understand me? I swear, if you try to make me, I will kill you.
You still think all the evidence points towards Buck after that?
All the more reason to go by the book. If Curtis did it, we can prove it. I don't want to lose him on a Section 8.